Throughout history, revolutionary movements have shaped nations, overthrown regimes, and changed the course of human civilization. From the battlefields of the American Revolution to the streets of Paris during the French Revolution, people have risen up to demand change. But what sparks a revolution? Is it simply a matter of oppression reaching a boiling point, or are there deeper, more complex forces at play? In this video, we'll explore some of history's most influential revolutionary movements. We'll delve into the causes that ignited them, the key players who shaped their course, and the lasting legacies they left on the world. Get ready to explore the messy, chaotic, and often inspiring story of revolutions. Our journey begins in the late 18th century with the American Revolution. Imagine a group of British colonies on the verge of transformation. Thinkers, merchants, and dreamers yearned for self-determination. They wanted a government representing their needs, not a distant king. The British imposed hefty taxes without representation. No taxation without representation echoed throughout the colonies. Tensions boiled over in 1775 with the battles of Lexington and Concord. The American Revolution birthed a nation founded on liberty and equality. Now let's fast forward a bit and cross the Atlantic to France. The late 18th century was a time of great intellectual ferment in Europe, and France was no exception. The Enlightenment, with its emphasis on reason, individual liberty, and popular sovereignty, had taken root in the minds of many, especially among the educated elite and the burgeoning middle class. They looked at the American colonies, who had successfully thrown off the shackles of monarchy, and thought, why not us? But France wasn't a collection of colonies. It was the heart of a powerful empire ruled by an absolute monarch, King Louis XVI. And while the king and his court lived in extravagant luxury, the vast majority of the French people struggled to survive. On July 14, 1789, the people of Paris, fueled by anger and desperation, stormed the Bastille, a symbol of royal authority. This act of defiance marked the beginning of the French Revolution. The monarchy was abolished, King Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette were executed, and France was declared a republic. The French Revolution, though ultimately ending in Napoleon's rise to power, left an indelible mark on France and the world. Chapter 3, From Tsar to Soviets, the Russian Revolution. Journey to the early 20th century, to the vast Russian Empire. A nation on the brink of collapse, suffering under poverty and autocracy. Tsar Nicholas II ruled with an iron fist, ignoring his people's plight. The 1905 revolution exposed the regime's fragility. World War I set the stage for true revolution. February 1917, strikes in Petrograd spiraled into revolution. The Tsar abdicated, ending Romanov rule. October 1917, the Bolsheviks seized power. Chapter 4. The revolution will be tweeted modern movements. So far we've journeyed through history, exploring revolutions sparked by political oppression, economic inequality, and the thirst for freedom. But what about revolutions today? Are we witnessing the rise of new revolutionary movements in the 21st century? The answer, my friends, is a resounding yes. The landscape of revolution has changed dramatically. While past revolutions often relied on physical force and armed struggle, today's movements are just as likely to utilize the power of technology and social media. The digital age has democratized information and empowered individuals in unprecedented ways. Remember the Arab Spring of 2011? A wave of pro-democracy protests and uprisings swept across the Middle East and North Africa, toppling dictators and challenging authoritarian regimes. Social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook became vital tools for organizing protests, spreading information, and mobilizing citizens. Outro: The Future of Revolution. From the American Revolution to the Arab Spring, from the French Revolution to Black Lives Matter, revolutions have reshaped the world, often at a great cost. They are a testament to the human capacity for both great hope and terrible violence, for both profound change and stubborn resistance. As we've seen, revolutions are rarely neat or predictable. They are messy, chaotic affairs driven by a complex interplay of social, economic, and political forces. And while they offer the promise of a better future, they often come at a steep price. marked by struggle, sacrifice, and uncertainty. One thing is certain, though: the human desire for freedom, equality, and a just world is unlikely to be silenced. What do you think makes a revolution successful? And do you believe we're witnessing the rise of new revolutionary movements today? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more history deep dives.